Hey, Dad,
What's up?
what we talking about?
Yeah. Welcome to episode 5. We 5 episodes in, dog. Oh my goodness. I didn't know I was gonna make it to episode 5 a month ago. We've been doing this for a month now. BG's what we talking about? And I got a special guest for me tonight. It is Friday night for everybody that don't know. Central time is what time? Let's see what time. It's 10:26 Central. I'm giving y'all early. Usually I'm on here like 1 in the morning, being here. Yeah, we talking, but I'm sleepy. But today I'm up in my youngin'. I feel so sorry. I'm sorry, dog.
I'm not young no more, big dog.
For those that don't know, your name, you actually got your name as Young DOCKO, so I have to introduce you as what you are. So my youngin, Young DOCKO, I only call him my youngin because when I was 21, 22, he was a new kid in the military, and we got cool quick. So welcome to BG. What we talking about, man? I'm glad to have you. What's good?
Thank you for inviting me, man. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you for the invite. And yeah, man, I'm just
Anytime,
happy to be
dog.
here.
I kind of broke a promise. I was supposed to have Manaya on a segment of my Father's Day show. I said, yo, all I want for Father's Day, you to come on. She was like, all right. Is you gonna tell me what we're gonna talk about? I was like, yeah, I'll tell you. But
Mhm.
I had a lot going on, and I knew I had to do my Father's Day episode. Speaking of which,
Right.
man, that Father's Day episode was amazing. If
Come
you
on,
watch
man.
it, if you
Talk
watch
about it.
this and didn't watch that yet, man, I'm telling you that by far to date right now is my favorite episode that I've had, and I've watched it like 5 times. 2 hours worth of watching, and I've watched it like 5 times. So,
Like
it's
we talked off mic, not off mic, but I sent you a text about how vulnerable the people were on that episode, and I loved it. I
Mhm.
loved it.
I already
Absolutely.
reached out to Luke. I told him. I said, "Hey, my youngin just hit me up and said he just because I'm moving, he want to make sure that y'all, switch information so y'all can stay in contact, man. I
Yeah,
definitely
no,
appreciate
I
that.
absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Oh yeah, that was a show. That was a show. But the bad thing about that show is that show was on Friday, and we talked about a team on Friday that looked like they was thinking about getting back in the finals, and then shortly after, 3 days later, they went back to Boston. And Boston is
Mm-mm-mm.
the new NBA champion. What do you
Mm.
think about what you think about the Celtics run this year? Because a lot of people talking, a lot of people saying, yeah, this was the easiest playoff run. Jimmy Butler got hurt, and B was hurt. Tyrese Halliburton got hurt. Miles Turner got hurt. They had to play Orlando. Antetokounmpo got hurt. Damian Lillard got hurt. It was easy in a lot of people's eyes. How do you feel about their championship? I know you hype your boy from St. Louis got one.
Big
I know
St. Louis.
it's big St. Louis. Man, get out of here, man.
That
You from Texas.
was a
Hey,
great segue, by the way. I don't want to let that go to waste. That was a great segue. Number two, um, the NBA season is 82 games, big dog. Like, what do you expect? It's gonna be some injuries, man. And you play who you have to play, regardless of the situation. So, injured or not, man, you're gonna have to go through who you're gonna have to go through. So I don't. While the outside looking in may say it was an easier run, it to me it doesn't diminish the finals to me.
to me, there's no such thing as an easy run.
Yeah,
There's still NBA players at the end of the day. You still got to go out there and
exactly,
play 48 minutes and show that you better.
exactly,
How many times have we
exactly.
seen teams that's not supposed to lose? It
Hmm.
happens. Like they easily could have lost. And
Hmm.
I'm glad you said the words. This is the 82 game season. I'm so glad that you said that because during that 82 game season, they was the best team in the league, clear
Hmm.
cut. So
Yeah,
So you know why they had an easy road to the finals? Because they made it easy.
yeah.
They guaranteed the 1 seed, and then things went in their favor in the playoffs.
No, they had
But
like an eight and a half. Yeah,
you can't deny the fact that they was the best team in the league all year. Not even close. Like the
literally.
second place team in the East was like 16 games behind them. Like
Yeah,
it was crazy. So
yeah.
to say, oh, I don't know if this one count, kind of like they do LeBron ring in Disney World. It counted me. They still had to play a full season.
Who
They
they had to play. It didn't matter who. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. People opted out in the
this
bubble.
this is my
It
thing.
didn't matter.
This is my thing. First of all, I hate the Celtics.
I understand.
That's first and foremost. I hate the Celtics. But I'm not going to act like they didn't just show that they were the best team all year and just continued it in the playoffs. They lost 3 games in the entire playoffs. 3. They
And it
lost.
wasn't it wasn't just Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. You had Al Horford damn near scoring 20 points a game, and he's the OG on the court. You have you don't have just them two. You have like your top 6, 7 players. You got Drew, you got goddamn Derek, bro. Like you have
Drew
mad
is the
players.
biggest. Drew is the biggest pickup to me in my opinion because I mean he does everything. I was having this conversation at work the other day. I was like, "Yo, Drew Holiday is the type of guy that does everything well. Like
Hmm.
he's not the best at everything, but there's not anything he's bad at. Like he's not a bad defender.
Right,
He's not a bad perimeter shooter. He's not
right,
bad guarding bigger guys. He's not
right.
bad driving. He's not a bad free throw shooter. He doesn't turn the ball over. Like he does everything you
Everything.
want a point guard to do. Man, he
Hmm.
was the missing piece. He was the missing piece. We've seen Boston get here. We've seen Boston get to the doorstep a couple of times, and
Hmm.
they just couldn't get over the hump. And to me,
They couldn't.
the clear cut difference was Drew Holiday. Drew
Mm. Portland
Holiday.
being petty.
But all right, so this is the crazy thing. A lot of people also talking about Jason Tatum's stats across the board when the series was all said and done was better than Jaylen Brown. But Jaylen Brown
Yeah.
just got Finals MVP. What's your opinion? Who deserved it more? Who should have got it? Was Jason Tatum snubbed? Was Jaylen Brown just given a gift? How you feel?
Jalen Brown deserved that award, man. Consistency for Tatum just wasn't there the entire series like JB was. Um,
JB had a 10-point game.
Brown, Brown,
Jaylen Brown had a 10-point game in game 4 when they lost by 40. He had 10 points. I
I
mean,
don't have a
Jason
rebuttal to that.
Jason Jason Tatum didn't have an amazing game. Don't get me wrong. They got smoked in game 4. But in that game, he had a little bit more. And then in the final game, he turned up. But the problem was Jaylen Brown had just enough. I asked the question on the last pod. I said, if Jason Tatum has 34 and Jaylen Brown has 18, who's going to get MVP? If they close out and he has 34, and it was damn near almost exact. Jason Tatum had
Yeah.
30. Jason Tatum had 31, 3 points less than I said.
Hmm.
Jaylen Brown had 21,
Hmm.
3 points more than I said. So I think he had just enough to justify edging out Jason Tatum. Just enough.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of split on it because I'm really kind of, and I have a bias because of JT. But
Take your
for
bias out
me,
of it. That's my hardest thing. When I talk about Embiid, when I
yeah,
talk about my Eagles, when I talk about my Sixers, I try to think of it as an outside person, not a fan. I try not to. That's
try
why
to as well.
that's why I've been able to openly admit recently that Joker's better than Embiid. I'm sorry, he's better than him because he
Oh
plays.
yeah,
He plays.
yeah,
But I've argued that for 4 years because he's been right there in the MVP voting with him. So I
yeah.
could argue it, but it's really 1-2. It's 1-2 Joker and Embiid. I'm fine with
I, I feel like I'm taking this conversation a little further, but how do you feel about the whole situation with Embiid's injury from this past season?
I expect it. It's been the same thing since I've been I won't say since I've been a Sixer fan. It's been the same thing since Joel Embiid has been in Philadelphia. He's going to be hurt. That's just what it is. He's going to be
Yeah,
hurt at some crucial point of the season, and it's on us. It's on the Sixers organization to figure it out. Hey, maybe we don't need to invest in a bunch of old guards. Maybe we should go get somebody that can be a formidable backup center. So when
yeah,
Joel Embiid's hurt, which he's going to be at some point,
yeah,
we don't look
hmm,
like dog shit.
yeah.
I didn't
Sorry,
want to talk about the Sixers. We're talking about the
I'm
finals.
sorry. I'm sorry, and
We're
I
talking about the finals.
yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But
But
yeah,
you,
to answer your question about Tatum getting snubbed, I don't think so. To me, Jalen Brown deserved that award for sure. And it speaks to the fact that and the I didn't really like the things that people were saying in regards to how Jason Tatum was playing as opposed to Jaylen Brown. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I just didn't like it.
But the crazy thing is, you say that Jason Tatum is your man, right? St. Louis for life, right?
Yes.
What's up with your man? Why he don't got no originality? Have you seen everybody that he's mocked in his championship celebrations?
Oh, the funniest thing I saw about that is the moment where he had said he had looked down and he said we did it, and he said we did it, and somebody on Twitter said
KG.
not him copying Dora the Explorer. Like they was on him about that. Like so that, and then the whole Kanye thing he said. It just yeah, I
It's
didn't
more
like
than
that.
it's more than that. He stole Steph Curry's too. He said what they gonna say now. Steph said that
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
right after
yeah.
he finally won his finals MVP. He
Right.
said what they gonna say now. He took the exact same one, but the worst one. You ain't talking
What
about
was
the
the worst
worst one.
one? Oh
But
my God.
what's up with your man taking the Chris Bosh shower with the champagne, bro? What's up with your man, dog? That's what y'all doing in St. Louis?
I don't like that. I don't. Why have the mouth open? Like why pour it on your face in the beginning?
If you pour, it's a celebration. Champagne get
I
poured. Yo, turn
understand
up,
that,
pour it
but
on, pour
no,
it.
but the
I'm
mouth
not
open
about
and
to
all
lift
that.
my face up and
Yeah,
let you
like what?
like. What are you doing, dog? Like they get too caught up in the celebration and be forgetting. Like, yo, bruh, that's a man.
I
That's a man
can't do
pouring
that.
champagne in your mouth, bruh. You gotta chill.
You gotta
That,
chill.
that's
Cameras is always on, bro.
St. Louis looking wild
Everything
right
is on.
now. St. Louis looking wild right
Yeah. I'm not.
But man, congratulations to the Celtics, man. Banner number 18. They're now in the lead. The Lakers are 6.
Um, and they have the potential to run it back next year.
No, they don't.
Why?
I don't think they. I think Al Horford retires.
He has 1 year left on his contract, from what I
What
heard.
that mean? He still can retire. They got Drew under contract. Jaylen Brown, the highest paid player in the league, for like another
Hmm.
20 minutes, because Jason Tatum will be the highest paid player in
With that
the second
315.
he
Hmm.
signed his. Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
real quick before we move on. How you feel about the fact that Jaylen Brown just won Eastern Conference Finals MVP?
Facts.
He won Finals MVP.
Yes.
He didn't make an All NBA team. Make it make sense. Obviously, the NBA got that wrong.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
Obviously, they got that wrong.
Who is the first? So is Tatum on there?
Tatum's on first team. Tatum's on first team, but Jaylen Brown didn't make first, second, or third. But
Yeah,
Kawhi
that's
Leonard
crazy.
somehow made second team. Make it make sense.
Kawhi?
Kawhi made second team.
That's crazy.
Tyrese Halliburton made third team.
Okay, I
J-
can see him
I
making
can't
13.
over Jaylen Brown.
Well,
They
no,
was the
okay, well
best
not
team
over
in
Jalen
the
Brown.
league.
Yeah,
The best
yeah,
team in the league always, in my opinion, deserves at least 2 players on an NBA team. Like they're the best team,
yeah. That's
and
crazy.
that's wild. So I
Yeah,
thought that
that's
was wild.
crazy.
Nobody's really talking about that, and I just wanted to bring that up because it's like, damn, dog. Obviously, the NBA don't get this shit right
Yeah, no.
because he's clearly one of the best 15 players in NBA. If he just won
Yes.
Eastern Conference Finals MVP and Finals MVP, but I mean that's neither here nor there. Nope. But I got music news. I got music news. I got music
Uh-oh.
news. Real good music news too. I'm really,
Okay.
really, really excited about this. So Swiss Beats and Timbaland have officially signed a deal with Elon Musk, a sharing partnership, and Versus is officially back. No longer on Triller. You ain't got to try to find it on a weird YouTube page. It'll be directly on Twitter. X. I'm sorry. It'll be on X. I'm
It's still
excited,
Twitter.
man. I'm excited. I'm excited as hell.
Really?
What? Now look, for those that don't know, Versus got popular in 2020. Pandemic happened. Everybody in the crib. What we can do? All right. So Timbaland and Swiss Beats said, "Yo, let's just go beat for beat, song for song that we did, and see who win."
Hmm.
It had a mean wave, and
Huge.
they got a deal. They got a deal, and they start doing it, and they got everybody we wanted to see. Every single Versus was amazing,
Hmm.
and then they decided to sign with Triller. Things were working out with Triller, and then somehow business is business. Things didn't work out.
Paywalls
Things
to
were
make it
messed up.
short.
things were they didn't own Versus for a while, and
Mhm.
they just got ownership. I think at the top of the year they just
Mhm.
recently did. So obviously they were shopping for a partner. Found a partner, one of the richest partners you can find. It ain't too many people you're
Facts.
gonna find with more than Elon. It ain't too many people. There's only about a handful of people in this world, not in America, in this world, that they could have hollered at to
Not
partner with
46 Bs.
that
Not
was
with
bigger
46 Bs.
than Elon Musk. So
Right.
applause to them for that. Applause. Hold on. Let
Yes.
me
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
let's get my guys. Let's get
There we
shout
go.
out, shout out Swizzy,
There we go.
shout out Swizzy, shout out Timberland. That was a huge deal.
Yeah.
But man, I'm excited. I'm really excited. How you feel about Versus coming back? Are you not? Do you think it's too late? Do you think that time has passed?
I personally would like to see versus for sure, but I think the steam has died down a little bit, man. I mean, the last one that was, that people talked about was the Jadakiss versus, I mean, the Locks versus Dipset, right?
No, you said it right.
What's up?
You said it right. It was
The,
Jadakiss
the
versus
Locks.
it was it was it was Jadakiss versus
It was
Dipset.
it was Jada's, yeah, definitely Jada, but that was the last one the most memorable one, and I just don't see who they can get to get people to pay attention, in my opinion.
I 1000% disagree with you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Bro, we just came off one of the most epic battles in history. What better time to come out with a platform that's battle-esque? I'm not saying it's battling, but it's
Okay,
technically battling. My best against your best. This is
okay.
but strike while the iron's hot. Everybody was in, every eye was on Drake and Kendrick doing Drake and Kendrick. Every eye. Did
Oh,
nobody did
you know
nobody but
what?
Sense drop an album when that was going on? Because people like, I don't want to say people like conflict, but people like the sport of hip hop as well,
Yeah,
not just listening to hip hop. The sport of it is huge to me. And to me, this was the perfect, I don't want to say this was the perfect time to announce, but this is they found a partner at the perfect time. The world just got done loving beef. And don't get me wrong, versus is not beef, but it's still sport. At the end of the day,
yeah,
what do
yeah,
we do? At the end of the day, what we do? We judge it.
yep.
Hey, no, yeah, it was easy. That was 13-7. Oh, that was a
Hmm.
close one. That was 11-9. We do that. So
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it's a sport. So we love that. And what better place to do it than on Versus, man? And what better time to do it than right after two of the biggest artists in the world just went back and forth for 2 months straight. I love it. I love it.
I do too. And you make a great point actually, because when I saw that tweet, for when I saw it, I was like, yeah, all right, cool, but now we gotta wait, 2 or 3 months to get a wait list of who's gonna come, and then we gotta, I don't know, like, I just I'm paying attention to see what they actually come with, because it's gonna the people that are who watch the Kendrick thing, Thursday night or Wednesday night, are now in tune. Like, they want to see more now. Like myself. Like, I've watched the Kendrick thing 2 times since Wednesday.
And that's my thing. People fail to realize although COVID is over, we still have that attention span enough that we're interested in certain people.
Yeah.
There was no lack of viewership on that Kendrick concert. There was no lack of viewership. Just because we're not stuck in a house,
Yeah.
we still care. I still want to hear good music. I'm still going to tune in. So I think it's a big deal. But
You brought new perspective, so I appreciate that. So the fact that you said that makes a lot more sense to me, to actually want to see and big up what they actually come up with out this
that's
new
what I'm
deal.
saying. I just
So I
want to see.
appreciate that.
It might not work. It might be dead. But I'd be damned if I wouldn't try right now. I'll be
Yeah.
damned if I wouldn't try right now. But
Why
again,
beef is why
if
beef is still hot.
if you're on a committee, young Daco, they called you and said, "Yo, dog, we don't know what to do." If y'all, for those that don't know, young Daco was a DJ. He's still a DJ. He might not DJ
From time
as
to time.
much. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So you know music.
A little bit.
I need you to help me out, man. Who can bring the steam back for the verses? What verses would be the perfect verses that everybody would tune in? What's your ideal comeback first verses?
I would need to see Busta and Missy.
They've been teasing that for a while. They've been teasing that for a while. Busta and Missy would be
Yeah.
crazy. That would be
But
crazy.
Busta and Missy would be. Listen, man. I've been a Busta fan for years. one
But
of one of my
I'm
fathers.
go ahead. Go. No, I'm gonna let you tell your story, and I'm gonna
All right.
rebut your choice for a
Okay.
split second.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, you're not gonna finish your point? Okay, I'm gonna rebut it. You gotta remember it's 2024 though. If I'm bringing something out that's going mainly on social media, is Missy and Busta gonna draw the right crowd? Remember, I asked you to revive verses. It's been gone. I'm not asking you to give me what you want. What's the ideal matchup that is guaranteed to revive verses? To me and you, Busta and Missy can revive verses, but what about 24-year-old Jimmy? What about 19-year-old Sammy? What about 27-year-old Alicia? They don't know Missy and Busta. Are they tuned in?
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
yeah. I don't know.
I
That's
think
gonna be a tough
as
one.
much as I love Busta and
A
Missy's
lot of the
verses,
verses have been old school. I mean, a lot of the verses have been, with the exception of like Nelly and
I just
Luda.
and I agree, but I think the steam was there because we were stuck in the house. I'm now charging you with bringing it back to life when we might not have the same viewership because people aren't stuck in the house. So I'm asking you, what is the guarantee? Yo, this is the one we need to come back with first. And we guarantee everybody gonna be locked in. All different demographics. And again, I get what you're saying. It's kind of hard to get a new act because do they have 20 that we're gonna care about right now? Probably not. Like having Gunna and somebody go right now is like, come on, man. We hear their music every day on the radio.
Yeah, on the radio. Like,
I
yeah.
want to hear. I want to hear stuff I haven't heard. But they're still artists. There are still artists.
Damn, I don't know, man. That's a tough, like, to get everybody on board. Shit, I don't know, man. Everybody.
You want my pick?
Yeah, you have an idea because you you on my ass about this shit. So who do you got? Who do you
Are
have
you
in there?
kidding me? We've been teasing this. We've been wanting this for years. Are you kidding me? Chris Brown and Usher, are you dead? Chris Brown and Usher would guarantee the world would stop and everybody would be watching it. Chris Brown and Usher is the easy answer in my opinion. Easy. Because there's no hostility there. They both respect each other. It's going to be a show of all shows. You got probably the two best singers slash dancers of our generation. The combo of singing and dancing. What? My number one verses that I want to see, because it can't be that dude that's in jail because he like little younger kids. We won't talk about him.
Redacted.
Because he can't do it, it got to be Chris Brown and Usher, dog. It got to be Chris Brown and Usher. And I'm not saying it has to be the first one. First one might be a dud.
What
But
does
I
Chris
think
come out to first? What's
I,
what's Chris number one song? What's Chris first song to start it off?
I think he was
And I
start
and
well
I'll get
start.
and I'll give you Usher's.
I think he was. Oh no! So we're not gonna do this because back and forth. I don't even want to think about who would win that because I don't know. I've had this debate for a long time now. I'm like,
Yeah,
I feel like Usher can win a versus with just confessions, but then,
he could.
but then Chris Brown clip is crazy. Chris Brown got albums that's longer than some people's entire discography. He has individual albums. He got. I remember one time. He had an album. I think it was like 40, 48 songs, 43 songs, something crazy in the 40s.
Yeah,
So, somebody was like, "Yo, I'm on season 2 of this Chris Brown album." I said, "Damn, motherfucker, bro, he broke
that's
that shit
crazy.
down in seasons. That's how long. Like
Yeah,
he got a very very deep bag. So
yeah,
I
he does.
wouldn't count Chris Brown out in it.
hmm
But damn, dog, I think about Confessions is a monster by itself.
Not even Confessions. You got these 701 classic. Come on, man, classic.
I can't give him a classic. Only reason I can't give him a classic,
8701.
I don't think I don't think that Usher is the caliber of. Maybe he has two classics. 8701 a classic. Because I don't like the word classic is thrown around too lightly. It's a great, great album, but classic has 0 skips. Are you saying that 8701
There's a
has
couple.
0 skips? That's what I. If you can skip a song, I don't know if it can be a classic.
What if it's an interlude? Come on. What are we talking about here?
If it was a great body of work, then the interlude just set the stage.
Yeah,
for
like
that
okay,
next
so
song.
the superstar interlude, you can't play superstar without superstar. Okay, yeah, you got it. Okay.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not saying to hire me Timberland and Swiss Beats, but I got some ideas, man. I got some
Yeah.
ideas. Like I could see somebody like that we haven't seen, and everybody keeps saying that this person ain't coming with no new music, and the next thing you know, they say they coming with new music, and then next thing you know, they pregnant, then they have a baby, and everybody like, yeah, we ain't never getting that new music. Oh, she making too much money with makeup. But imagine if like
I wouldn't make an album either.
uh, imagine the first time we saw Rihanna again was in a verse. Imagine they announced Rihanna versus I don't know who it would be, Beyonce maybe. But imagine if they
She can
announced.
play.
That's what I'm
She can
saying.
play inside the entire verses and win.
And I think
The
this has
entire
to be their attack. They have to be looking to set a bomb off so that it shows, hey, we back in a big way. Let the second show be a dud, the third show be a dud. But that first one, if you're trying, in all actuality, they're trying to sell you a new product again. That product is old now. That product is old. Now we need to see how's it revamped. Show me what's better.
Well, I think
Why should I sit in my living room on a Saturday night and watch this? Give us something new.
It's gonna be a hard time for them to do that. They're gonna have to literally going into their marketing bag for that first one back because I guarantee you, bro, it's like 40, 60 of people who care about versus now. So they're gonna have to go deep in their bag to bring the people out again to get that, that 50, that 60, that 70K viewership.
You know what? I think the feel that they had with the Locks and Dipset, they might maybe they start in New York. Maybe they start in New York and have something big with New York artists. Maybe ooh.
You already had to play. You already had to play. Shut up, bro. You had to play. Who is it? Ja Rule and 50? Shut up.
I don't think it's possible, but if Ja Rule and 50 did
How did I know you was gonna say that?
versus in New York, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my! If Ja Rule and 50 did it, okay, I take my pick back. I don't want it to be Usher and Chris.
How did I know you was gonna say that? They gotta do that shit at the Barclays. That'd be
But the
crazy.
thing is, dog, they hate each other too much.
That makes
Like we thought
what?
Jeezy and Gucci, which they definitely hate each other. They definitely hated each
Still
other.
by far the funniest verses ever, bro. Like
But
everybody was on edge.
but the thing is, they hated each other, and they still hate each other. But they
Still.
understood business. All right, we here for business. And the difference was Gucci was in a different mind frame. He still was disrespectful, very disrespectful. But Gucci wasn't in the lane of I'm ready to take it there. So at the end of the day, we knew nothing was going to happen. We knew nothing was going to actually happen because Gucci has been in a better headspace since he came home from jail.
Yeah.
I think with 50 and Ja, it is too many years straight. It never stopped. It never stopped. It not at no point in time did 50 stop antagonizing Ja. The second Ja peek his head.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna do this pop-up show real quick. Oh no, you not. Not without 50 saying something. He's never stopped trolling him. So and Ja still, I mean, with the whole situation that happened with Murder Inc., the whole jail situation that happened with the whole situation, how everything went down with them, and they think 50's kind of behind a lot of that. I mean, obviously, I just don't know if it can happen. They legit hate each other. I think Jeezy and Gucci had grown into such good men. It still bothered Jeezy. I don't think it didn't bother Jeezy. I don't think he was just like, it's cool. You keep what you smoking on what tonight? Come on. He was mad. I guarantee
Mm-hmm.
it definitely touched a spot on him that said, I could turn back into him if you want me to.
Mm-hmm.
But he's grown as a man. So it was the right time for that to happen.
Yeah.
50 is going to be petty until he go into the ground. 50 ain't going to never not be petty. Never. He's not going to stop ever. So, man, I just don't know if it's ever going to happen. I don't know if it'll ever happen.
It's possible. Money, put that petty shit aside, and it's about business and money. They make hand over fist if they do that shit.
50
You gotta
Cent,
be kidding me.
50 Cent does not hurt for money right now, though. Ja Rule, this would be a big money grab him. I'm not saying Ja Rule doesn't have other endeavors and isn't making money. I'm not saying that. But their bags are different right now. What they're asking, what makes them go into meetings, that number's different. The meetings Ja Rule go in, the amount of commas are different than the meetings that 50 go in. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
1000%.
So it takes a lot more to get 50 up to do that, to put aside all the petty shit and do that. Like, money wouldn't entice him.
Yeah.
I think what mainly would entice him is the chance of embarrassing him. But then you also stand a chance of getting embarrassed.
Get embarrassed yourself. You don't want
And
to. You don't want to put yourself in that situation.
And that's the one thing
Mhm.
50 can say throughout their beef. He's had the upper hand, and he's won over and
Mhm.
over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just sit me in a room, I got to stand in front of this person. He get to perform his hits.
Yep.
And then I get to perform my hits. And then all we doing is going off of what the people think was better. I could lose. And one thing 50 don't like to do is lose. You know he don't.
He's not losing in New York.
And especially not to Ja Rule.
Not to Ja Rule. No, he's not losing. But
Why he
it,
not,
it,
wait,
it makes
why he not? Wait, no, I said he hate to lose. You saying he won't lose?
50 not losing.
Like, where you think Ja Rule from? Like, Utah? He from New York
I
too.
know he's from. I
So
know he's
like,
from New York.
why 50 got more New York cred than Ja? Because he lasted longer.
No, because he's been a running joke since 2004. Since he's been
That's a
since
fact.
that Hail Mary freestyle with Eminem. Good Lord, it was never the same after
But
that.
the thing is, everybody has a bad song. Everybody has a bad song. Ja Rule can rap. It's just who you had a bad song. When you have a bad song and you're going against somebody like 50, he's
Yeah.
not gonna let that go. Like, he's going to, like, you're never gonna come back. Like, because he's never going to stop, ever. 50 is the most petty person in the world. In the world.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly think that 50 and Ja Rule would shake the ground if that
See,
happened. You
I
have
don't
no
know
idea.
why that. I don't even know why that wasn't a thought as you was talking, and then I said something about New York, and I was thinking like as you was talking. After I said New York, I was like, damn, who the hell? I'm trying to think real quick on my toes. Like, all right, Jay-Z he too up to do it. He wouldn't do it. So
No,
damn.
hell no.
Yeah. And then suddenly it hit me like, oh my goodness, 50 Cent and Ja Rule. Oh,
Mhm.
that would be the verses of all verses. That
Yeah.
would be the verses of all verses.
All of them.
That
Oh.
would be, that might go down as the best one, because let's be clear.
What's up?
It's not just the beef that makes that one the one.
Mhm.
Let's be clear. Ja Rule was him.
Very, very him.
50 eliminated him, and then 50 became him. Like, hit for hit, they gonna go at it. That's a rumble. 50
Mhm.
and Ja, and that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next topic, since we're talking about verses, real quick,
Ah,
just your top two verses all time. Since we've had verses 2020 to 2023, what was the best verses in your opinion?
Number one is the Locks first. That's number one.
You got hat hair, by the way.
I do what?
You got hat hair.
Hat. What are you talking about?
You could tell you had a hat on, and you had like a piece of the look.
Oh yeah. All right, my bad.
You look like Ray. You look like Ray. No, you look like Claude. You look like Claude from Life. You look like Claude. That's my name.
That's my name. That's never happened to me before.
Hands down, most quotable movie ever. Hands down, most quotable.
Absolutely.
I don't want to say hands down. There's a couple movies I quote.
No, there's
But life got a lot of quotes. But that's neither here nor there. Go to your top. I ain't gonna ask you your top 3. Top 2 verses. If you want to go 3, you can go 3 though.
Jadakiss. God damn. The Locks and Dipset. I would probably say even though they still had issues with the internet, I still like Nelly and Ludacris's one.
You know, I was living. You know where I was living. I was living
Yeah,
right
you was
outside.
that.
I
You
was
was that
living right
Scott.
outside of St.
Yeah.
Louis when that verses went on, and I literally was telling people, I was like, "No, dead ass is a crazy rainstorm right now. My
Yeah.
internet doing the same thing. Like I know why Nelly's stuff is going crazy because he is
Yeah.
only probably about 45 minutes away from me right now, and if I'm
Yeah.
getting this type of rain, I can imagine what they get. And so it was real. It was real.
It was real. Like I was watching the Doppler and everything. Like, all right, the storm is about to pass. We gonna be all right in like 20 minutes. You know, what happened, what happened. But my third would probably have to be Sean Garrett in The Dream.
That was fire.
That's
And
a classic.
I'm glad you
Classic.
picked a random one because one of mine is a random one.
Yeah.
One of mine is a random one. So I'm not gonna take yours because my number 1 was definitely gonna be Dipset versus the Locks. Not just
Yeah.
Jada, but Jada won it by itself.
Right.
Dog, one of my favorites, dog, T-Pain, dog. T-Pain and Lil Jon, dog. T-Pain and Lil Jon, dog. That was fire. It just brought me back to that time.
That
I mean,
time. Yeah,
they both
absolutely.
had times where they had hits, and that's the beautiful thing about verses. I love that they branded it as a celebration instead of they started with verses and they started with the name verses, and it caught on, and it was great to do it. But they made sure that it was marketed as no, this is just showcasing 2 people's catalog, and there's no true winner, but we're gonna vote on it anyway. There's no true winner. The culture wins, but yeah, I love that one, man. It took me back to a time. I was like, man, that was fire. That was a fire time.
It was. And one thing about Versus during the panty, like it was it was damn near like Versus was every 3 weeks. So you had something to look forward to every Saturday.
They was announcing them like 4 at a time. Like it was like back to back to back, dog. Even before, I loved the time before it was a big production and people was just at their crib. Like I said, the Lil Jon
crib on the phones.
Dog,
yeah.
Oh my God, that was
the Sean Garrett and the Dream one. Dream was on his porch, and Sean Garrett was just holding the phone like this, like the entire time. Like that was what we wanted to see. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I got a confession, dog.
Okay.
You might not like my number 2.
Okay.
Dog, Ray J the GOAT, dog. Because he's so terrible, but he's always gonna be entertaining. So I thought that one was the most entertaining. Most entertaining overall because you had the clown Ray J. Ray J was
Had
a
to.
fool.
Had to. Bro. Had to. Come on, man.
Pleasure P was probably the only person up there. No, Sammy killed it. Sammy went crazy.
Sammy went crazy too.
Sammy went the craziest out of all 4 of them because it was Sammy, Bobby Valentino, Ray J, and I just said his name.
Pleasure P?
Pleasure P, yeah. So it was them 4. Out of everybody, Sammy definitely shined, but Ray J, dog, you got one thing. If Ray J's involved, you're gonna get a viral moment.
Absolutely.
If Ray J's involved, you're gonna get a viral moment, dog. I love Ray J, dog. I think I watch Love and Hip Hop because Ray J on it. I mean, y'all can call me what you want. I know y'all gonna clown me. BG, you watch Love and Hip Hop? What the hell? Dog, that level, the level of ratchet that Ray J give me is so hilarious, dog. So I love that one. And then it was finished off with a sneaky victory. I knew Mario was good at singing, but damn, Mario got smoked. But I like that one because it was 2 good singers.
Yeah, I mean, it was clearly obvious that Mario was gonna win there. Mario was gonna win.
I don't think it was clear going into it. I thought I felt like Mario was the underdog going in.
Yeah, but his brother pulled up that watermelon and it made shit look weird too. Like I damn near wanted to turn that shit off when he did that. Like why are you doing that, bro?
It was ladies in the crowd. I mean, I respect it. I respect it because it was ladies in the crowd, but it was like you was already losing. So when you lose and make a fool out of yourself, it looks worse. It looks worse.
Like he in the green room, like, hey, nigga, grab me that watermelon. I'm about to do some shit. Like, why? Like, why
That's
would
the
you do
big
that?
that's the biggest question. Like, was it a designated watermelon cutter in the back? Like, was it a watermelon? Was it a fruit tray? Like pre-production, and he decided to grab that piece. Like, did they plan?
Nah, he had
Like,
that shit. He was holding that shit like Gallagher.
who went to HEB that day and said, "Yo, grab me that watermelon because we got something for Mario ass. Just wait on it." That was wild. That was a little sus,
Crazy,
dog. That was
crazy.
a little sus.
Nah,
But
the most entertaining one for me was 3-6 and Bone Thugs.
well, obviously, because that one actually got physical for a second. They look,
Entertaining.
they like, hold on, who you talking to? We're like, dog, it's the verses. We supposed to talk shit to each other. Like, it's a show. Calm
Yeah,
down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. That Memphis came out of them real quick. And that
yeah,
and that we're Bone Thugs from Cali. That it came out of them real quick.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, oh, we ain't know about all this. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to us stuff.
Right.
But remember when Versus was going on, dog? Versus was going on, and me and you, we talked on FaceTime. No, I think you called me. You called me out. Hey, dog,
Was it me who called you out?
we should do a Versus. I said, what you mean? Song for song. You get one person, I get one person. Matter of fact, we not gonna do one person.
Nah, not one person. Nah.
He said, I get Young Money. I get Cash Money, Young Money and Cash Money. He got the whole anything Young Money or Cash Money,
Mm-hmm.
and I got anything Rockefeller.
Mm-hmm. Boy, that was a night. I
Who
had you
won?
on your.
Who would you say won though?
I did. Are you kidding me?
You could say one. You could say you won, but this is my thing. This is why he think he won, because I put out a lot of songs that he was like, "Oh, well, this ain't really Rockefeller." I'm sorry, but Rihanna was on Rockefeller. I can use Rihanna. I can use Rihanna. If it's a song with Beyonce and Jay-Z, I can use it. I'm sorry. If Jay-Z has a verse on a song, then I can use it.
Umbrella's a cheat code, bro. You can't
How's
use.
Umbrella Chico? Was she signed under Rockefeller?
No, she was signed under Rock Nation.
Rock what?
Nation.
What was the word before nation?
It don't matter. Did she have a Rockefeller chain? No.
That was a good night, man.
Rihanna had it. Yeah, that was a
that,
great night.
that was a
Great
real
night.
good night. It got to the point where verses is 20 songs, but I think I had like a matter of fact, I still got that playlist in my phone. I'm gonna see how crazy my clip was for you and Essa. I still got that playlist in my song, and it's titled Verses. I had 61 songs ready for you.
I kind of felt bad because I had Young Money, so I had Squad 8. I had Drought Sessions. I had all of it in the tuck.
You had a lot of mixtapes, and that's why I don't think me going into my Rihanna bag was cheating. I don't think that's cheating. If I go into my Rihanna bag, I play oh nah nah, what's my name? Rihanna was Rockefeller.
She wasn't wearing a Rockefeller chain, bro.
Oh, so you gotta wear a Rockefeller chain. That's what you
Yeah.
said.
And Wayne was Cash Money. Yeah, Squad 8 and the Drought Session was like side missions on GTA, but it was still Cash Money. You can't be mad at that. You can't. You hear Kush. You hear Kush, what you gonna do? You hear La La La, what you gonna do?
I just listen. I've been listening to that. I found a hard drive. I found an old hard drive with all my music on it. Oh my goodness, I got so much
Come
stuff.
on, man.
I let Manaya hear some stuff. I was like, the crazy thing is Drake is your favorite artist, Manaya. I was like, but he got songs you never even heard before. She's like, how? I was like, because everything you have access to now is on an album.
Mhm.
Albums are on Tidal. You don't know what mixtapes I have. I got a deep bag. I got a deep bag when it comes to my Serato. Go crazy.
My
I
favorite.
got a lot.
Listen, my favorite Wayne and Drake song is "My Darling Baby." Hard. I love that song. I don't even know what tape it was on, but I love that song. My
Because at
Darling.
that time they was putting out too many mixtapes. Like I tried to go through my old music and was just throwing. I said, yo, I'm gonna just throw like maybe 10 albums that I'm like, damn, I can't get this on Tidal. Let me throw it on my phone. So I'm going through it. I'm like, dog, it's just too much, dog. I don't even remember this album, this name. Like,
Yeah.
It's too many. It was too many at that time, man. Wayne was feeding us crazy with albums. I mean, with mixtapes at that time. Drake was feeding us mixtapes at that time, crazy. Young Money was all the squads. Oh, before
Come
they
on,
even
listen, man. Come on.
dog,
Like,
my homeboy tried to test my Wayne knowledge. He said, "You ain't no real Wayne fan," and tried to throw on my favorite squad album and played probably the easiest song to remember from any of the
right,
squads. He
right.
played Best of Me. I said, bro, I do that. I said, bro, I
They
won't
play that
miss
on
it.
MTV.
I said, I won't
What you
miss a
talking about?
syllable. I won't miss a syllable in Best of Me. Like,
Right.
not one syllable will be missed. I listen to that song so much. It ain't no way I'm missing nothing on that one.
Listen, my favorite Wayne memory when it pertains to us is when we went to the Scream tour in St. Louis, and we went to the.
You know you just opened up a can of worms. Right
I
now,
know
there's going to be a
we not in.
picture. Oh, the picture's going to be on the pod. The picture of us at the concert with them big dumbass four. Now, mind you, so first of all, in my lifetime, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna look into the camera. My lifetime, I mean, y'all probably can tell on camera. I ain't never even reached 200 pounds. My max weight, I think I hit was 192. I'm tall as hell and I'm skinny. That's just who I am. I accept it. If you talk about me, I mean, I ain't lost a fight yet. But yeah, I'm
Get the
tall
shit
and
off.
I'm skinny. But for some reason, I wore 38 jeans. I told y'all this on the last pod, but on this specific picture that's probably gonna be on the screen right now, bruh. Me and Doc had on the biggest t-shirts. These t-shirts was fire though, but both sleeves go down to our forearms. Why was we dressed like that in '05? And what was that? '06? That probably was like
That was
'06.
'05. That was
It was
'05.
'05. Oh
Yeah, it was
God,
summer '05.
that was
Yeah,
nasty. We was nasty
crazy.
individuals for dressing like that, but we was fly for the time. We was
No,
fly for the time. You were saying your favorite Wayne memory between me and you was when we went to the concert back in '05.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And we went to St. Louis. We went to the Scream tour, and we went to the spots to go get fitted up, get our clothes and all that. And we went to we went somewhere, and Monica, shout out to Monica. We found a Wayne tape by DJ Scoop Doo, mixtape legend. Still my favorite mixtape to this day, bro.
I got that. I got
Like,
that too. I still got that. I still got that. It's on my
classic,
computer.
classic,
It's on my computer.
classic. And I remember just playing that the entire weekend, wherever we was going, no matter where we was going. We was in the car. We was playing that mixtape
The
the
crazy thing
entire
is
weekend.
Wayne wasn't even. Wayne wasn't even a feature on that joint. It was Chris Brown for real, in my opinion. Like Wayne to me, I think Wayne and Dipset. I mean, when Joel's came out, that was my favorite part. But I feel like they
Mhm.
wanted that was a Chris Brown tour, and Wayne took it over. Wayne took
Yeah,
it over.
we saw Neo. Goddamn, Cherish was there. Like, it was a
That was a
lit
great show,
ass
dog. That was a great show, dog.
concert.
We was actually just talking about me and Manaya was just talking about when we went to Drake and J. Cole and Dirt. She was like,
Mhm.
I missed that concert. I was like, no, you didn't miss it. You went. I,
No,
I
she
said you
wanted she
can't.
wanted to restore the she wanted to
I,
restore the feeling.
I said you can't go back. It happened already. Like you
Yeah,
did it. It happened. So you can get over that.
she gotta go back to them videos and watch some videos over and over. She
Dog,
probably do it already.
that was an amazing time. Dog. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, that was an amazing time, and I was glad I got to go to my daughter's first concert. My daughter's first
Yeah, and
concert,
your dad, yeah, you
and it
there
was her
for
favorite
sure, for sure.
artist, and it was
Mhm.
a great show. Cole showed out. Dirt. The crowd. I think he showed out, but the crowd just wasn't receptive to him.
It's a
But
different
that was
market for Dirk. I
yeah.
mean, it's not a lot of Dirk people fans in Texas,
But
bro.
dog, Cole and Drake. Oh my goodness, my daughter was like seeing her sheer joy
Yeah, the
was enough for
screaming.
me.
Oh my God, she was screaming
That
so loud,
that was enough for
crazy.
me. Oh, she was going crazy. She was going crazy. That was all I needed. I was sick. I was sick when I had to buy the tickets. But
Oh yeah, you
after
told me.
afterwards, it was so
It was a
worth it,
rewarding
man.
feeling,
Yeah, that's a
very
fact.
rewarding.
That's a
Yeah, for
fact,
sure,
man.
for sure.
Speaking of concerts. We talking about
Uh-oh.
concerts?
What we talking about?
A really, really big concert happened on Wednesday, Juneteenth. Uh, Kendrick had his pop-up concert, man, in
Yes,
LA.
he did.
And he
Yes,
brought
he
out
did.
everybody. Everybody. What did you think about the concert, man? I think it was beautiful. I'm well documented as a Drake fan, so people probably think I didn't like it, but I loved it, man. I loved every second of it. It was a little long, no Diddy, but I loved every second.
when they announced it, it was like 3 weeks away. I was like, God damn, we gotta wait 3 weeks for this shit. I'm excited. That means I gotta hear Not Like Us on the radio for 3 weeks before I can, you know what I'm saying?
We'll
But
talk. We'll talk about that in a second. Go ahead.
but dog, like what's funny is that was Wednesday. My daughter had volleyball practice, so I had to go take her. So I'm watching the beginning of it from the crib before I have to leave. So I'm on the road and I'm looking down at my phone like who performing. It's a 20-minute drive before we get there, and I'm sitting in the gym, watching her, practice. But I got the pop out show on my phone.
It's okay. You can be honest. You're watching the pop-up show. Look, enjoy yourself, baby girl.
Yeah,
Do your best. I'm gonna cheer when I look up. Do something good, but I'm gonna be real with
but
you. You
it
can
was
be
one of those
honest. You
things.
was watching the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, I couldn't miss that. Like that was perfect from the before like the people that DJ had brought out, the locals from Mustard bringing out the people that everybody essentially knows, right?
Mhm.
The 310 babies, the Tylers, like, and then Kendrick bringing out Black Hippie, like that shit was perfect, man. Like perfect, 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 perfect. Like I enjoyed every minute of it. Like I said, to the point, I said 30 minutes ago that I've been watching it. I've watched it like twice already. Like it was one of them ones where it's one of those concerts you're not gonna forget.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. It was great.
You know what my beef with the concert was though?
Talk to me.
That afterwards everybody kept saying, "Oh, this was a win for the West Coast." Yeah, the West Coast showed that. Yeah, the West Coast this, the West Coast that. Let's be
Mhm.
clear, y'all. Y'all gotta let that shit go, yo. Big and Pac died a long time ago, and it was prevalent then. I will admit
Mhm.
that during that time it was kind of a, hey, the East Coast this, the West Coast that.
Mhm.
East Coast go right, West Coast go left. It was always a problem then.
Mhm.
Hey Doc, after that nobody cares anymore. I'm I could it's not much further east I can go from where I'm from. You already know that. I've
You're right.
never,
You're
I've never,
right.
I've never not like, I never talked bad about the West Coast because of them being a West Coast. I've said,
Mhm.
damn, I don't want to live in Cali because it's too expensive. I don't like the prices of things over there. I've said that, but I've never said
Mhm.
like, yo, f the West Coast. The West Coast trash. I like the West Coast, and most people actually like y'all. I hate that they try to paint this narrative that people are against the West Coast. I hate that they still holding
I
on
don't
to
think
it.
no, it was I don't think it was an overall thing, and this is just my opinion. I think it was just the fact that the biggest star in the world is like, hey, I can come to your city and be bigger than you. And they took that shit personally. That's all it was.
But
Am I wrong?
but but if it's proven time and time again, why is that a diss? Y'all were there. Every time Drake came, y'all were there. So why would you be mad that he said what happened? When I come there,
Logically, what you're saying, it
I'm
makes sense.
him.
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
I'm comfortable when I'm there. So, oh, because I'm beefing with y'all guy, now it's a problem that I said it. Now
Yeah.
if I said it in February,
Hmm. It's still
before
prevalent.
but
It's
before
still
like
prevalent. Yeah.
before
Yeah.
like that before like that came out, if I said it in
Right.
February, it wouldn't have been taken away. But because I said it in the heat of the battle with y'all guy, then that was me.
Wait, when did he say it in February? Talk to me.
No, I'm saying if he said
Oh,
it, if
you're
he
just
was,
hypothetical. Okay. Okay.
because like that came out in March.
Right.
Like that came out in March. So what I'm saying is, had he said anything like that in February, it wouldn't have been, nobody would have cared. Hey, I'm comfortable when I go to college. Yeah, I'm wear all my chains when I go to college. Hey, when I go there, I'm selling out. I'm him when I go to college.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it not a problem then? But oh, because he's beefing with y'all guy. Now he can't say that. That's weird to me. That's weird to me. I just hate that the goalpost moves so much. I'm not. I don't like that the goalpost. And I thought, and I felt like it moved a lot with a lot of the artists that were. I know we came here to talk about the concert, but you got me started. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, you no
But
no go.
I hate that all of the people that were against him were even that way. Like y'all was just a year ago talking about, oh man, without him,
Wearing OVO
oh
sweatshirts
man,
and shit.
oh man, thanks to him, now he's Rick Ross, white boy. You're this, you're that. Oh, you was just. Wait a minute, hold up. Am I confused? Like that's just like me and you falling out. Doc, we've been rocking for, and we 19, 20 years in.
Yeah,
We 19, 20 years in. We've
yeah.
been rocking for 19, 20 years. I just had this conversation with Money earlier. I said, even if I rocked with you for 3 years, if I rocked with you for 3 years, that's enough for me to say, all right, that's my guy. That's my guy enough. I probably couldn't just out of nowhere, even if we fell out. If me and you fell out, Doc, after 19 years, but if it was 3, now all of a sudden everything, I don't like anything about you. Man, I hate the way you dress, dog. Oh, did you hate the way I dressed when I brought you on tour? When nobody wanted to give you a shot? That was my only issue. That was my only issue with this entire
A
thing.
lot of people bring up
That
that tour.
a lot of people that have benefited, don't get me wrong, and I'm not naive enough to think that Drake hasn't benefited from being next to them as well.
Yeah,
But a lot of people have benefited from being by him that have been talking bad about him.
yeah,
Rick Ross, you can't go do a show and not do a Drake song. You can't. The crowd
yeah.
would
Because he
not.
does skate
The,
semen. He
the,
always performs skate semen.
the crowd would not be receptive to just your playlist. Granted,
Yeah,
your playlist is phenomenal, but if you're going to entertain your fans, it is actually impossible for you to have a show without at least one Drake song. But now all of a sudden, like I just don't like Kendrick.
the
Kendrick,
hypocrisy.
albeit when he came out, he said, "Hey, Drake gave me my first shot. Nobody wanted to take me on tour. He took me on tour. I salute them." But Kendrick has been well documented for years not liking Drake. So him doing it is one thing.
Years.
I respect Kendrick doing it. You have told me for years you don't like this Canadian boy. So I respect Kendrick for doing it. It was
Mhm.
the other people that was jumping in. That's corny to me. That's just whack to me. Just 3 months ago, y'all couldn't wait to be in a picture with me, take a picture with me, get on a feature with me, do this with me. And the second that's something I do, because I'm not saying that Drake didn't deserve to be attacked by all these people, because obviously everybody had a reason. If they had a reason, then go at it.
Yeah.
But damn, dog, like y'all flipped that quick? That quick, the whole world, not the whole world, I won't say the whole world, but that quick,
Damn near.
all
Shit.
you guys who would definitely call me for a feature any day of the week, all of a sudden just turned on me. Over a lot of times it was over petty stuff, money, women. To beef over
Women,
the same,
for
to beef
sure.
over chicks is the weirdest shit in the world to me. Like, it's so many of them.
But we do it.
And y'all beefing over one. That's weird.
Yeah.
To me. Y'all, that's ultra weird to me. That's just
Yeah.
super weirdo vibes to me.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But back to the concert, man. I thought the concert was fire. Like, hands down fire. I like how, as much as, like I said, I'm a Drake fan, I like how he sprinkled in the disses. He didn't just do the disses straight through. Started with Euphoria.
Oh
Ooh,
my God. I lost my shit.
That's a
I
beautiful start.
lost it.
As
I
much
lost
as
it.
you say to yourself, all right, if it's a Kendrick show, I want to hear him start with one of the ones that made us start liking him. Start with something off Good Kid, Mad City.
Right.
To start with Euphoria, it sounds weird, but in the moment, ooh.
Dog, listen.
That was a great first song.
I'm in the parking lot of the volleyball. She in practice, and he opens with Euphoria. Heart dropped. I damn near, because I like Teddy Pendergrass, right? You hear the Teddy P come on, and you like, oh my God, he started with Euphoria.
Superpowers getting euthanized.
Oh my gosh. Like, it was perfect.
Superpowers getting
It was
neutralized.
perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect. And then he only did, and I really wanted him to do Meet the Grams just because the sinister in me loves that song and how
I,
dark it is.
I think that Meet the Grams just wouldn't have rang off in a concert setting.
Oh, not at a concert. Absolutely.
And that's I think that's why he left Meet the Grams off. Meet the Grams was a fire concept, first of all.
Oh God, I loved it.
To address
Loved it.
everybody, to address his son, then his mom, then his dad. Like, that was fire. The concept of it was fire. But in a concert setting, that was the right one to leave off. That was the right one to leave off. He he played the ones that he needed to play
Yeah.
at the concert. And
And my favorite, not to, I don't mean to jump ahead,
no,
but
go ahead, go ahead.
my favorite part of the portion of Not Like Us where he played it multiple times was the second part where he let the crowd just sing for him. The first time he let the A minor go for like a minute, he was like, "All right, let's do it again." The second time he let the entire crowd
Well,
sing.
the first time it was calculated. The first time he knew for a fact we're gonna stop on A minor and I'm gonna do the Drake dance from Hotline Bling. That was calculated. That was smart. That I today was the first time that I said, you know what, Kendrick is definitely still playing chess. I thought that Drake was the best chess player when it came to
At one point he was.
He was, and that's why I said all the people that's hypnotized by these Kendrick bars is wrong. And I had said this entire time, dog, Drake won this battle. Like, if you listen to the songs, why y'all not holding Kendrick to the same standard as Drake? Why he don't got an answer for none of the things Drake's saying? So I still, to this day, don't think it was a clean-up bar for bar. Like, I don't think Kendrick wiped the floor with Drake as far as bars. I still, to this day, don't think that.
Okay.
But he won. I used to didn't say he won. Kendrick won because he gave us back to back. He gave us a song that will play forever and will.
Kendrick won because he stepped
anywhere.
he stepped on Family Matters,
and
then literally gave us Not Like Us a day later.
And the crazy part is, Doc, Family Matters is probably the third best diss in the whole thing. But because Kendrick was playing chess and put that song out like 37 minutes after Family Matters came out, it definitely crushed the steam.
I love Family Matters so much.
If Family Matters had 48 hours, like if it was, remember when Drake was saying drop, he kept begging Kendrick to drop. When Kendrick wasn't dropping, if Family Matters came out, oh my God. But Kendrick said, nah, hold up, I got one for you.
If Family Matters would have,
he didn't get that song. He didn't get that song an hour, Doc. An hour?
If he would have let it breathe, if he would have let it breathe for just 4 days, it would be a lot more people that love Family Matters.
I still love it.
Such a good song. Such a good song.
Because I'm a music lover, I'm more of a Drake fan than a Kendrick fan. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I obviously went into it wanting Drake to win and went into it with a biased opinion. Drake's going to win. Even when it was going on, Drake is winning. But because I'm a fan of the music, I'm able to digest both. I had a conversation with my homeboy and his wife. They called me one day. I forget which song had just came out. But said, are you ready to admit that Kendrick is officially killed Drake? Drake is no more. I said, why? I said, first of all, I feel like Drake can never be eliminated. Let's be clear. Even right now, he's getting smoked and he's getting clowned on, but he can't be eliminated. Let's be clear. He's too big of an artist to be eliminated.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But when I was talking to them, I said, well, did you listen to what I get it? Kendrick's song was fire. I think it was after Euphoria. I said, yo, Euphoria was crazy. I said, but what you thought about push-ups or Family Matters? They said, it don't matter what Drake say. I said, oh, I can't even debate with you about this because if you don't even give it a chance. See, that's the difference with me. Like everybody will tell you, like even me, I even told, we were sitting out in the backyard earlier. I told Money, I said, Money, I cannot stop singing bars from Not Like Us. Like I can't stop. Like even when I don't hear it, for some reason it's always in my head. I'm not ashamed to say that that's my favorite song out of the entire thing, even though I'm more of a Drake fan.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to say that. But the thing is, the people that went into this battle and it was fixed in their opinion. They said, yep, no matter what happens, Kendrick's going to win. I don't like Drake. Or even on the other side, people that were slightly like me, no matter what, Drake is going to win. No, I'm here to listen to the song.
Hear the music.
And then after it's over,
That's it.
Not just because I'm a fan of Drake, I'm going to say he won. Not just because I'm a fan of Kendrick, I'm going to say he won. I'm going to digest the music and make my opinion. And song for song, I thought it was very close, and I personally edged Drake. I'll admit, I personally edged Drake, even though Kendrick won. Bananas. I personally as Drake, and it might be a biased opinion, but now that the dust has settled and they're able to still kick the dead horse, hey, you lost, but
Good for it, man.
even though we think you lost, we going put it in your face and show you lost. We going flaunt it in front of your face to let you know you lost. So because Not Like Us is going to play for years to come, just like Back to Back. Back to Back was the same way.
Was left when he hurt back to back.
You couldn't. What I'm saying is you couldn't go nowhere but about 3 years straight without hearing Back to Back. It was going to play in the club.
Yeah.
It was going to play in the club. It still was on the radio. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I think Not Like Us might have a longer running back. It might have longer. It's going to have a longer running back to back.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait. So did you see? So you got me. You already
That's
know.
why I just did it. He said, "I'm sick of that shit. Everywhere you go, you hear."
He said, "I'm looking for his. You're looking for his beard." I love Tony Baker, man. That's my favorite comedian.
Oh yeah, he. But no, yeah, that song will ring on for a while, and I think it was OD to do it 5 straight times. It was OD, and I'm sorry, I said this, and I'm sticking with it, bruh.
What?
Why is the Crips and the Bloods uniting over a song about pedophiles? Like he's like they was at their happiest during them bars. Like, come on, y'all shake hands over "We Are the World" or something. Like y'all dapping each other up and crit walking.
Yeah.
To a diss track. That's kind of weird to me. Yeah, that was awkward to me. Russell Westbrook up there twerking and shit, man. Come on, dog.
DeMar DeRozan.
No, come on, dog. But the biggest, before you even talk about that,
What's
I said
up?
earlier, Yo, Drake probably sitting in a room right now, just looking at a blank wall, saying, "Damn, he's really turned on me." That man,
A
LeBron,
lot of them. All of them.
That man, LeBron, was in like the 4th row, the whole concert. During Not Like Us, that he moved to the back and they caught his
Brian
ass
ain't
on
got a dog in the fight, though. Do we? He don't have a dog in the fight. Granted, Drake went to LeBron during the Pusha debate, the Pusha beef and all that. But does he really have a dog in this fight? He's not a hip hop person. I mean, he's not he's not. Say what you got to say. LeBron doesn't have a dog in this fight.
He doesn't have a dog in the fight, but he pretends. Me and Money was talking about this earlier. I said it might be fake, but they put off as if they're like brotherly. Like, this is my guy. He looked this man in his face and looked like he was gonna cry and said, "I thought I was gonna let you down." A grown ass man looked another grown ass man. I just didn't want to let you down. And then he replied with, "You could never let me down." Am I talking to Mania?
That is
like what type of
disgusting.
like that's nasty work. Like,
disgusting.
Like, it's a grown man, and you could never let me down. Like, that was corny to me. Like, that was weird. But I understand their slight bond, because let's be clear, LeBron James and Drake are probably
That's not a bond. I don't know.
Listen to what I'm saying. They can trauma bond. True or false? Is LeBron James the easiest person to hate on in NBA?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Drake the most easiest person to hate on in entertainment? That's what I'm saying. They can trauma bond. Hey, they don't like me. Hey, they don't like you. Let's like each other. Like, maybe if we just like each other, life will be all right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're similar. I'm just saying they do have a common thing. It's I don't want to say the word cool, because I don't think people purposely hate on Drake or purposely hate on LeBron. They just can't help but hate on them two people. It's cool to hate on them. So those are the people I don't listen to. I listen to the people that love music. Hey,
yes,
I'm going to listen to Drake. I'm going to listen to Kendrick. And I'm going to give my honest opinion on who I think won. And every time somebody said Kendrick, I never said you're wrong. I just gave my reasons why I thought Drake. They gave me reasons why they thought Kendrick. And I like, in some instances, yo, you right. Because at the end of the day, 2 of the top 3 songs from this battle came from Kendrick Lamar, and I'm not ashamed to admit that as a Drake fan.
Yep.
It
sure did.
Lord, I'm just saying, like, if we rank them, my homeboy got a podcast. Shout out my boy, The Real Spill, my boy Harris. What's up?
Shout out.
He actually broke it down the order of the songs. He ranked every song of the battle. And he said the same thing. You can't deny Euphoria. You can't deny like Not Like Us. But you also can't deny Push Up. You also can't deny Family Matters. Holy shit. Like, let's not act like these songs don't exist. Drake was good. Drake was good. Kendrick was slightly better.
Yeah.
My problem is when people go into it saying Kendrick killed Drake. Drake, what he did said didn't matter. All that shit he was talking about, whatever. I like music, dog. And both of them put out exceptional music in this battle. And I tip my hat.
More than exceptional. Like the fact that
Exceptional.
more than exceptional.
I find a different bar in some of Kendrick's songs still now.
Yeah.
Like right now. Like I know almost every word to some of these songs, and then I hear it now, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even catch that. Ooh, Jesus. Wait, they
I
put
think
that
when
together?
yeah, I think when like Family Matters dropped and when like Euphoria dropped, that's all I listened to when I got into the car. Like when I would go places, I would start with Euphoria. I would go through the beat. I would go start with Euphoria. I would start with
Dog,
16. I
dog,
would go like
Manaya hates
that's
me
all I would
because
listen to.
it was a point where I did the same thing. Because I pick her up from school, and after I pick her up from school, I got to pick up Miley and Micah.
Mhm.
So the whole time, that's all we listened to. All of the
Literally, that was
disses,
all I
that,
listened to.
dog, oh my goodness.
Like I was dissecting the hell out of that beef just to hear the music because
And,
it was so refreshing to hear.
Amber told me something. Why do you keep listening to the same songs over and over? Are you trying to
It didn't
memorize them?
matter.
I said,
It didn't matter.
yes, and I just like it.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And um,
This was
like
a
I
win for
said,
hip hop.
a huge, huge win to the point where, and to speak to your point about the whole beef, like everything, it seemed for a moment it was happening every Friday. Something was going on. Either
Every
Friday
Friday,
or Saturday.
I was scared to put my phone. I work in a vault. I
Hmm.
was scared to leave my phone outside because I'm like, yo, I don't know if something about to drop while I'm
Yeah.
at work. I'm
I remember
sitting
when
here
Euphoria dropped.
looking at Twitter to see if somebody dropped something.
Yeah, I remember when Euphoria dropped. I was on a work call. I'm like, damn, I can't listen to this because I'm on a work call and it just started 10 minutes ago. So I got to wait another 45 minutes to listen to it. Like
And
that's
then,
how invested I was.
and then you scared to even look at Twitter because you're like, everybody gonna be talking about
Mhm.
it. I want to listen to it
I had to
first.
turn the phone up.
Yeah,
But
I
then
want
it
to
but
listen to it first.
right, but then it got to a point where everything was happening every weekend. You get tired. You get mentally tired because you're trying to observe and you're trying to absorb all of this information, all of
Not
this
me.
beat.
Not me.
Bro, I was tired
Think
when
about it.
I
Think about it. Whenever you had to like really cram for a test, you had to look at the same stuff over and over and over again. It was tiring, but it helped you. You know what? You understood it more, man. I listened to that.
Mhm.
I listened to them. This is front to back, over and over and
Same,
over and over, because
same.
we haven't had this type of beef in a while. We've had people
Mhm.
throw a shot here and there, subliminals here and there. Maybe one
Yeah,
diss record, response, response is over. This was,
yeah.
if you
Back to
put your
back to back. And
if you put your
it was
phone down,
mhm.
Kendrick probably put out 3 songs. God,
You glued to social media waiting. You have I have alerts of people I follow just to make sure I don't miss something. Like
dog,
that's how crazy it was.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I turned on my alerts off, by the way.
And that's why, albeit I said earlier, I didn't like that they called that concert a win for the West Coast. I think overall, this was overall a win for hip hop.
Yeah,
March through
1000%.
March
Ah,
through June did not upset. March
no.
through June gave hip hop heads, gave music fans something to talk about and something to listen to. Is more than something to talk about.
Yeah,
Because if they was
yeah,
just talking about outfits
yeah,
and telling jokes about each other on Instagram, that's one thing. But they gave us quality product
yeah.
over and
Facts,
over and
facts,
over
facts.
again, and I can appreciate that. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I went into the fight a super Drake fan and not knowing that Kendrick was capable of doing what he did.
Yeah,
I walked out of it still a Drake fan and
yeah,
appreciating Kendrick more. So
yeah.
I won.
Oh my gosh.
I won. I
Love it.
appreciate Kendrick more.
Love it.
I
Hmm.
used to talk bad about Kendrick because I'm like, yo, I listen to a Kendrick album soon as it come out and be like, yo, this is fire. And then you ask me
Yeah,
about it 2 weeks later, and I'll be like, dog, I ain't listened to that shit since the first
yeah.
week. I ain't heard it. I ain't listened to it.
Hmm.
So I used to talk bad about Kendrick, but Kendrick definitely hats off to you, man. He showed up big in this battle, and
He did.
it was
He
glad to
did.
see. I was glad to see one of our greats get active. Get active.
Yes,
This the type.
absolutely.
This is the type of hip hop I like. I loved when Rockefeller and Rough Riders was beefing. I love.
Mhm.
I don't want to say I love beef because I don't like when beef ends in violence, but I love the sport of hip hop. I'm better
Yeah,
than you. No, I'm better than you. All right, show me.
show me
Love.
exactly.
Oh, I love that. You know I'm a hooper. Oh, you think
Hmm.
you can beat me 1-on-1? All right, check it up. That's what
Yeah,
they said. That's what Drake and Kendrick check ball then. Fuck it. Let's go.
yeah,
Let's go. I'm tired of
exactly.
playing. I'm tired of you telling me you better than me. I'm tired of you telling me you better than me. Check it up then. Let's play.
Yeah,
Let's play. And
absolutely.
Kendrick had a couple extra moves, dog.
He did. He did. He
He
did,
had a
man. He
couple
really
extra
did.
moves, dog.
He
Damn,
did.
dog.
He did.
Damn, I hate to see the Canadian go down like this, dog. I hate to see the Canadian go down like now. Hey, dog. We back.
Let's get
All right, look, dog. This gonna be a long one, man.
it. Hmm.
We got 19 and some change in. I usually take story time over because I want to tell a story, but I know you got some. I know you always got some.
I'm
I
gonna
know
go.
you
I'm gonna
always
go.
got
I'm gonna go with the inaugural, man. I'm gonna go with
some. Before you go with the
the.
inaugural.
Okay.
So a lot of people saw my Facebook today. I posted on my Facebook right after I got off the phone with you earlier, Doc.
Hmm.
I said, man, there's something to be said about people that would drop everything for you
Hmm.
with no questions asked when they
Hmm.
don't have to. Is about showing up. And one thing I try to do is surround myself with people that's gonna show up for me, and I try to always show up for them. If I can't, they understand. If they can't,
Right.
I understand. But it's something to
Right.
be said about those people you can call on at any time. And again, some of y'all don't know I was gonna have a different set of people on the show. I don't want to say who it is because they will probably be on next week. But one had to hit me up and said, "Hey, I can't do the show tonight." And because that person couldn't do it, I didn't want to do it with the other person. So I was in a pinch. What am I going to do? I got people that I could call. All right, let me call somebody that I haven't had on that I really respect and I know we have great conversation. Called them, told them, yo, I need you tonight if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. But if I need you tonight, and he said, dog, say less. I'm about to go do this with the fam, and then tonight I'll be ready for you. So I already know what story you're going to tell. So I felt like I had to at least talk about the fact that, man, and for 20 years, whenever he needed to show up, he showed up. And I've tried to reciprocate that. My brother for life, young DOCKO, go ahead.
All right. So, boom. I get to Whiteman, right? August 2020,
Where's, don't
2004.
nobody on here know where White, we got
White.
to Knob Noster, Missouri. Yes, I said, let me say it one more time. We got stationed our first bases in the military. This kid from St. Louis and this kid from Philly got sent to Knob Noster, Missouri for our first base. Go ahead.
So we get there. I get there. He's already there, right? I don't really know anybody, and started, this new position, trying to meet new people. I honestly don't remember what happened between the time I got there and the time this particular moment happened, but there were some shoes I
Well,
wanted.
we definitely didn't know each other yet. I don't
We
think
didn't.
we hadn't
Yeah,
we hadn't met, hadn't spoke a word to each other, nothing.
yeah. It was by proxy. I can't remember who the person was. I think it was Gil. I think it was Gil. But
Shout out
I
my
didn't
dude
want these.
Squid. He might be here.
But yeah, salute, 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 salute. Appreciate you, bro. But there was these Air Force Ones I wanted. It was the all black leather with the gray Nike check, and I wanted these so bad. Um, but I didn't know how to get them.
Because you had
And
just got there. How long had you been there?
I had only been there like 2 months, 2.5 months, maybe 3 months.
So you
And
ain't
I
even been to
wanted
the
them.
mall yet, probably.
Yeah, yeah, right. I ain't damn near like left the base yet. Goddamn, I ain't even been to Warrensburg yet.
You ain't had a G Wag yet?
I did. The G Wag.
Well,
The G Wag was there.
I know what story I'm telling.
Yeah, oh God. Oh my gosh. So, but yeah, I wanted these shoes, and um, the person at the time was like, "Hey, such and such is going.
I
You
was
want
at
these
the
shoes?" And
mall
I'm like,
already. Yeah.
"You was already at the mall already." And I was like, "Yo, I want these shoes." And he's like, "I'll get them for you." And and I was like, "All right, cool. Just tell me how much they are. Blah blah blah. I'll send you the money." Lo and behold, they showed up in my dorm room. And ever since then, we've been cool. Ever
That man,
since.
this random ass dude just all of a sudden on my phone. Hey dog, they said you was in the mall. Could you get me what size you want?
I wore 9.5.
That man said, hey, could you get me a size 9.5? First of all, who is you, boy? But okay, I got you, dog. It ain't nothing. I mean, I'll get you a little Air Force One. Dog, right there on the spot. Never met this dude a day in my life. A day in my life.
Like
But
never met in person, and I'm asking him to get me a pair of shoes from a mall in Kansas City.
they
Crazy.
said the person that called, the person that contacted me was one of my guys. If he vouched for you, I vouch for you, dog. You my guy. You been my guy since then. You been my guy
Literally since
but
then.
but we talked about the G-Wag. Hold up. Your story was corny.
Oh,
I'm going to my
goddamn.
story.
All right, that's fine.
You
That's
better have a
that's
better
fine.
second.
My
You better
shit,
have
my shit a little sentimental. That's fine.
you,
It's cool.
don't get me wrong. Very sentimental. And you told that story at my retirement, man. And
I did.
I think my sister recorded you telling the story, and I was like,
In your backyard.
damn, dog, he
Yeah.
really remember that. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'll never
dog.
forget that shit, bro.
That's crazy.
Never
That was 19 years ago.
Yes.
I can't remember what I did 19 hours ago. And you just told me a story. And the second I watched the video, I was like, damn, I really remember that. Because I remember I was
First
saying,
impression.
damn, I don't know, boy, but you know what I mean? Well, they
First
call. All right,
impression shit,
I
man.
got him. I got him, dog. I got him. I
Yeah.
knew you was new. I knew you was new. But
Yeah.
man, oh man.
Oh,
I
goddamn.
spoke about the G.
I hate this story. I
I
hate this.
spoke about the G-Wag.
I hate this story so much. For people who don't know, he's talking about the G-Wag. It's
The
the
G-Wag was
Mitsubishi.
not a Mercedes G-Wag. Let's be clear. We was broke airmen at the time. We didn't have nice vehicles. Young DOCKO had the Galant though, the Galant, and
Mitsubishi
the
Galant.
Mitsubishi Galant. So
Cream
when I
color.
saw that the name of the car had a G, I was like, oh, we about to get a G-Wag. That was the G-Wag. That was the G-Wag, the Mitsubishi Galant. So bam, we went to the club one night. Everybody had a good time.
Pine Street.
Doc, for one time, like this, it wasn't often that Doc was the DD. Let's be clear. Doc wasn't the DD. We're not in the military no more, so I'm gonna say Doc very
That's the
often.
limitations.
Doc wasn't 21, but he never was the DD.
Never.
How you wasn't 21 but always needed a ride? But let's be clear, he was driving.
Wait, hold on. Before you go further, how many years has it been?
19.
Okay. All right.
Did I just tell your age?
No, you
Because
could.
I told him how old you was, and I said it's
I'm
been
38
19
years old, people.
Damn.
38 years old.
You
38.
Doc, you 38?
I'm 38 years old.
Damn.
But I ain't got a gray hair on my head, and I love it. No shade. No shade. I actually want one.
How come I see so much shade if it ain't no more shade? Why you got to talk about the fact
All
that
right.
you ain't got no gray hair?
I got one right here. Right here. It's the only one. My bad.
This man just pointed at blank skin.
It's right here.
Man, if you don't get out of here, hey dog. So bam, we went to the club. Everybody had a good night. I think it was. I'm gonna try to remember exactly who was with us because it was 2 cars deep. I was in my car, I believe. I don't remember who was in my car, but for some reason, I remember all of the people in Doc's car.
Mm-hmm.
It was Doc driving. I think Alpha was in the car, and Veronica was in the car for sure, sure. And I had, what was his name? Was it Jose? That's kind of racist. I know he was
Quinones.
I don't remember his first name, but his name was
Quinones. Yeah.
Quinones drunk as hell in my passenger seat. We in the drive-through of McDonald's. Was it McDonald's drive-through?
It was Taco Bell.
Taco Bell drive-through. We in Taco Bell drive-through, dog. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Quinones is so drunk. He like, dog, I want to go holler at Doc, dog. I want to go see what's up with Doc. I said, dog, stay in the car, dog. We about to order this food and we about to go back to the dorms. We good. He decides to get out the car. I'm not tripping because I know he not going to go far. He just going to go holler at Doc, who's 1 car in front of me.
What does he possibly have to say?
In the drive-thru. This man, Quinones, decides to jump on Doc's window. Not like with his feet. He just dove on, like tried to lay on the window. The second he lays on the window, the whole window shatters and falls through.
The whole back window, dog.
Now, mind
Gone.
you, anybody who knows me knows that BG is going to laugh at your pain. So all of us are having the most fun of our lives laughing at Doc because he's mad that his window is completely smashed in. We really just laughing at the fact that it's funny. We not laughing at the fact that Doc is mad. But the
I'm
fact that
still
he's
waiting on my
mad,
food.
the fact
I
that
didn't
he's
I didn't get my
mad
food yet.
makes it funnier because it's like, dog, look at your car. And it was supposed to be the worst rainstorm in history the next day. He ain't got no window,
And
dog.
I'm timid as hell. Like I don't start trouble. Like what am I supposed to like? I'm waiting on my food and this happens, so I'm have to waiting on my food and then I gotta deal with this shit behind me,
Dog,
right? Like I'm sick.
we taking pictures with his car. We taking pictures with the shattered glass. We holding up the pieces of glass, and Doctor's sitting there like
I'm sitting in the driver's seat like,
with
bro,
the
I just
IE
want to go
with the
home.
IE ass face.
I just want to go home. At this point, I'm sick. I'm
Fuck this.
pissed.
He said, "Fuck this Taco Bell."
I didn't even want to eat the food, bro.
That
Like I
shit
was
was so
sick.
that shit was so funny, dog. Oh
And
my god.
I'm like, bro, you gonna pay for this, right? And he was like, yeah, I got you. And
Did he pay
9
for it?
a.m. he paid for it. Then
Oh,
9 a.m. I called his ass. I was like, hey, bro, it's raining. We got to get this window fixed.
dog,
He was
we
like, I
take
got you.
trash back.
I
We
got you.
take trash bags to my man window, dog. That shit was so
One
funny,
thing y'all
dog.
did do was look out for me.
We
Y'all
definitely
did
made
do
sure.
that.
We definitely
Y'all
made
did
sure.
look out for me.
We definitely made sure that at least it was taken care of. But we was gonna
Y'all
laugh.
laugh. Y'all
One thing
laugh.
I'm gonna do, I'm gonna laugh at you. If you are inconvenienced, I'm gonna help you. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
laugh while I'm helping you, dog. I'm gonna laugh
Oh
while
my
I'm
God.
helping you, dog. That one was one of them ones, man. Presence is at my house
Every weekend too. God damn,
every
bro.
weekend,
That's
dog. That was the spot, dog. Our
but
spot was the spot. I had the most houses in Knob Noster history, dog. I got kicked out of like 4 different apartments for partying too much. That was me in my 20s, man. I don't regret it because I mean, living the life I lived got me where I'm at now. The
I
good,
got
the
one
bad,
more.
the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything we've ever done
Yeah.
has shaped you to the person you are now. So
Oh man,
I don't want
so
to
many memories.
change what we did back in '04, '05.
Oh,
But man,
so many memories.
I love looking back at the memories. I love when I go in my picture boxes and able to just take a quick picture and send it to you like, dog, look at this, dog.
Yeah.
Look at us in '04. Look at this.
Yes.
This is nasty. Why was we like
Yes.
this?
1000%. I got one more story for you.
One more, let's
You
go.
ready? It was when we were still at Whiteman and you had
Well,
just got your
well, let's
orders.
be clear. Obviously, we're still at White Man because
And you had just got your orders that you
you
was
refuse to shave. Let's be
and I
clear.
refused to shave.
The only reason his career
Dog.
ended at Whiteman, it wasn't because he was a bad airman. It wasn't because he did bad things. They told this man, who y'all looking at on the screen right now, who clearly can't grow a beard, hey, why you not shaving? Now, mind you, he say he's 38. Look at this man on the screen. Do he look 38? So imagine what he looked like when he was 18. Imagine what he looked like when he was 19. And they really was on his top about not shaving. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but
No,
I
you
had to be clear when you said, yeah, we're still at White Man. That's the only place he was at.
but yeah, you had got your orders to go to get deployed. And um at the time we had our crew, but you were the guy I spoke to the most out of everybody, right? And I was kind of not so nervous, but I just didn't have a circle that I can hang around with, right?
We,
You were the guy, right?
the thing that people don't realize that when you new to the military, it's like being a new kid in high school.
Yeah.
Like it's like coming into a brand new city and going to a high school that you've never gone to in your junior year. Like everybody already got their cliques, everybody already got their
Hmm.
friends. That's what being in life in the military was.
Yeah.
Like you found out who was solid around you quickly. Like, damn, I gotta find a clique of people. Damn, I see them clicked up. I see them clicked up. Damn, I need friends. So that was always a challenge in the military because we moved so much. I mean, granted, you
Yeah.
only did it once, but man,
Right.
people don't realize how often you trade out friends.
Yeah.
But it's those people that have those lasting impressions on your life that become family.
Yes.
You
Absolutely.
stopped being my friend a long time ago. You became my brother way long
Way
ago.
early.
Like that
Way
whole
early.
friend shit went out the window when we start
Yeah.
going through real stuff together.
Yeah.
When we start going through real stuff together, I'm able to give you advice. You're able to give me advice. We're able to talk as a dog. You became my brother. People don't understand how
Facts.
hard it is to find that connection in the military. Not hard. It's not hard to find in the military. It's just initially it can be a shock for you. It can be
Yeah.
a shock for you.
Yeah. But you had told me you were getting deployed, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I don't have my dog to go to Pine Street with. I don't
Motherfucking
have my
Pine Street.
dog to just because I lived in the dorm, like, but I had my space in the dorm, but I was damn near at your house every
But
goddamn day.
the spot was my crib, dog.
Yeah.
The spot was my crib.
So
At
when you
Whiteman,
left, exactly. So when you left, a lot of shit changed. Like we wasn't hanging out at the crib as we used to, blah blah blah. But one thing about being at your crib, I raided the shit out your closet, bro. I did, man. And there's pictures to prove it.
you know what make it worse? Because the era we grew up in. Because if that was happening today, dog, the Grand would snitch on you. The Grand would have told everything. Wait, is that my shirt? Is
Dog,
that my fitted? Wait, hold up. Why you got my hat on?
walking up and down Pine Street and all your shit. And I felt shitty as hell
Watch
doing
this, y'all.
that.
Watch this, y'all.
I felt crappy, bro.
Let me
But
remind you how nasty we are, Doc. How tall
okay,
are you?
like 5'8".
I'm 6'8", y'all. That's how
There is this.
nasty 2004
I
and 2005 was, that a 6'8" person's t-shirts fit on a 5'8" person.
There was a particular picture that I had saw that I had taken uh outside of the club. I can't remember the club. It was on Pine Street. But there was one picture in particular that he pointed out. And he was like, I literally just bought that shirt 2 weeks before I left, and you got it on. He was so tight, and I could not.
Hold
I
up.
couldn't do shit but
I ain't
laugh.
even
Like
wear
that shit.
that yet. Wait a
He didn't even
minute.
wear it. He didn't even wear it yet. And I'm downtown in the club going. Like
But,
I never forget. You was
but,
tight, bro. Like I
but,
was so
but
I
you
was
know what?
laughing so hard.
It was like a, I was tight for the wrong reason. I was tight because I was thinking, I was selfish. I was like, damn, I ain't even wear that yet. I wanted to stun in that. But
But I was a crap for going in your closet anyway, bro.
I never harbor no resentment, dog. You know I've always lived by that, dog. If I got it, you got it, dog. When have I ever not opened my door to anybody? When have I never ever
Yeah.
not opened my fridge, just giving love to people? That's just who I am, dog. I didn't
Yeah.
do that in '04 and '05 to you and stop.
Yeah.
I've been a genuine dude my whole life. You show me respect, you show me love, dog. You got no pun intended. You got to close off my back, dog. You got to
Yeah.
close off my back. The guys that
Dead ass. Like
this goes back to what I said a second ago. It says something about the guys that will do. I don't want to say do anything for you. I wouldn't call Doc and say, "Yo, I need such and such kill. Do it." I wouldn't put him in that
crazy.
predicament. But I know if I said, "Hey Doc, I messed up something. Hey, I need this." As soon as I got it, you got it right back. With no questions, and that's what we got to do, man. As men, you got to not only surround yourself with solid people, but two, take those people under your wing that might have solid qualities, but just haven't tapped into it yet. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that I bought anything out of you, Doc, but I feel as though that after 3 years of us being friends in our faces, a couple years when you was in the military,
hmm
although I showed you a lot of bad,
It was great bad though. Like
although I showed you some
it was
good,
great bad. It was great good and great bad for sure.
I
Life
I
lessons.
still feel confident saying the words. I know he got something positive from his big bro. I know
1000%.
that he soaked up something that I did or something that I said that made him a better person, made him a better dad, made him a better husband, made him just a better human being. And that's
Yeah.
that's all it comes down to, man. One, surrounding yourself with people, like-minded people that have positive energy. And two, you know
hmm
what? Seeing that person that might need a mentor or might need somebody to just give them confidence.
Yeah.
That's huge to me, man. Uplifting the next generation. albeit we were only 3 years apart, Doc. I always looked at you as a little brother, and you know what? I want him to be better than me. I don't want to show him how to do anything. I never wanted to show you this is the way you should do things and you'll be successful or you'll be good in life. No, I want to give you my experiences. I want to comment on your experiences, give you a little bit of game. You take whatever you want and then form your own opinion. And
Right.
that's just gonna make for a better society when it's all said and done. If we just keep
Absolutely.
uplifting the person next to us. Everything don't have to
Absolutely.
be a competition. We talked about verses today. We talked about the greatest rap battle of this generation today. It don't
Mhm.
always have to be competition. It don't always have to be, oh, this person got this. I want that. So I'm envious of that person. You never, ever have to envy somebody. You know what I do? It don't always have to be a competition. Use
It don't.
people as motivation. Don't use people to
Mhm.
say, all right, I hate what they doing. And then all you're gonna do once you say I hate what they're doing, you're gonna focus on that hate instead of focus
Mhm.
on, you know what, how can I get to that level?
Exactly.
You know what I want? You know what I want, young Daco?
What you want?
I want people to hate me. I want people to look at me and say, I want what he got.
Mhm.
I want what he got. And I'm gonna work my ass off until that day happens. I'm gonna work my ass
Got
off
to.
until that day happens.
You
But
got to.
I,
You
now,
got to.
now I'm just rambling. It's the Diddy Juice talking. Yes, I still drink Ciroc because Diddy is no longer a part of the Ciroc brand. Before we get out of here, dog, I want to thank my brother, young Daco, dog. Like I said, man, he's my second or third. He's top 5 longest friends I've had in the military since
I
I've been in the
appreciate that.
military. He's top
I
5.
appreciate that.
No, wait. I'm not talking about like ratings. I'm talking about as far as the time frame. Because
Time frame.
I knew Ruth before you. Knew I knew her baby
Salute
dad before
Roof.
you.
Love
You
you,
know,
Roof.
I knew certain people before you, but you've had a
Yeah.
long tenure in my life. You've been around my family.
Yes.
My family loves you. My kids love you.
Yeah.
My kids love your kids. My kids love your family. So
Yeah.
we've been through a lot, and man, I appreciate you coming on tonight. And we got 5 minutes left. We got a little bit more than 5 minutes left because we got to edit down a nicer piece. Y'all didn't
You got
see
to
it,
edit my my
Doc had
stance. Like
Doc had
I'm all
Doc
the way
Doc
over
had to
here
go
and shit.
Doc had to go pee pee. He had to go pee pee. So we had a moment where we had to step away for a second. He had to go pee
But
pee.
yeah,
So
man.
go ahead, man. I just wanted to give you the floor, but before I give you the floor, I just wanted to thank you, man. And thank you again for always being that one of the handful of guys that no matter what, I know I can count
I appreciate
always.
you.
Love
But
you,
yeah,
bro.
no, thank you. Appreciate you. This has actually honestly been therapeutic for me just because I've been wanting to talk to you just in general about what we've been through the last 18, 19 years. So I appreciate you for having me on. And I feel like we have these conversations every time we talk,
It's
regardless if
easy.
it's
I have this
on
conversation
a
with
camera or not.
I have this conversation with everybody that I've asked to be on my podcast so far. Dog, we have these conversations every day on FaceTime. Just
Hmm.
because it's going to be on YouTube, it's no different. This is
Yeah.
easy. We can talk. Dog, half the stuff we talked about is not on this piece of paper that I plan on
Yeah.
talking about today. Half of the shit we talked about is not on that piece of paper. Because
Right.
once conversations start, it builds off another conversation,
Exactly.
builds another.
Exactly.
It's easy, man. And I appreciate you stepping out of your comfort zone. I don't know if this is your first time being on camera and it being to the world, but you did a great job, dog. And I
I
appreciate you.
appreciate you.
I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
everyone.
Any final words, dog? Get us out of here, dog, before I close it.
I got nothing. Enjoy good music, love your family, love yourself. If you're focus on your mental health and listen to No Worries, Why Lord. Great album. That's all I gotta say.
Hey,
Great
man,
album.
y'all know what this is. Episode 5, BG. What we talking about? Hey, look, every time I give somebody a toast, I say more life because I want everybody to have more life than they've already experienced. If you're 25 years old, I want you to have at least 26 more years on this earth. If you're 50 years old, I want you to have at least 51 years more on this earth. So every time I toast, I say more life. So more life, Doc.
More life.
Appreciate you. Love you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through again. This was episode 5 of BG. What we talking about? I see
Hook 'em
y'all next
horns,
week.
hook 'em horns, hook 'em horns. Yes,
He
sir.
had to throw some Texas shit in there, didn't he? We'll holla at y'all. See y'all next week.